Hello, creative friends. Welcome to Kelly Does Stuff. Today, I'm super excited to share with you the setup of my North Pole Christmas village, which is aligned by Department 56. As I've done for my Halloween village, I'll do a separate video that just has the full reveal of the village. So that way, if you're interested in watching that, you can watch that without the build-up and lead-in. So let's just go ahead and get into the North Pole. All right, first things first, gotta get out all of my building pieces and my accessories and a whole bunch of scrap styrofoam. I set up my North Pole village on top of my piano. And to protect the piano, I cover it with a white tablecloth. Now, you guys know that I have big plans for the North Pole. I want to create mountains and, I don't know, a ski slope, a skating pond, all kinds of things. But for right now, I'm just going to do some basic levels. And I'll be honest, I spent a lot of time playing around with the styrofoam, thinking about the pieces that I have. Every year I add a few more, so every year it looks a little bit different. Yes, I'll eventually run out of room, but I just play around with this until I get something that I like. Now, I think this setup is a great example of how you can utilize space that you already have to create your village. For my Dickens Christmas village and my Halloween village, I am bringing in folding tables. I'm taking over parts of my house, but this is really wonderful because I just get to utilize an area that I already have, and you'll see that I do get to fit a fair number of pieces here. Yes, am I going to outgrow this? Am I going to build a huge display that will no longer fit here? Sure, but for right now, this is great. Now, to cover up all that uneven looking, rough looking styrofoam, I put this kind of, I'm going to call it a snow blanket. I can't really remember what it's called, but it kind of looks like that snow, but it comes in these sheets that you can cut to size. All right, one way to add incredible detail to your village is through trees. You can see in the background there that I have my building set up, I put my accessories out, and it looks really bare. But trees are going to jazz it up. I get my trees from a number of places. You can see those tall trees were from TJ Maxx. These are little ornaments that I got from Walmart. I'm just gonna cut off the little ribbon thing there. And then of course we have the Dollar Tree. They had a lot of great options this year, and I feel like they always do. I like different colors, textures, and sizes. So whatever your look or preference is, I just suggest get a lot. And you can definitely do it in a budget-friendly way. I mean, at some point, I don't think we're very friendly to our budget when our obsession gets like really big, but I mean, we can still try to save money where we can. Those are floral picks. I love adding floral picks as tree detail to all of my village. I always get them on sale. And then these other little things here that have the big long picks with the, I don't know what those are, gumdrop type thingies. I didn't use those this year, but I grabbed some because I thought they looked fun, and I have some ideas for them in future years. Now, these trees I had originally gotten to go with my Dickens village, but they were a little bit too bright. They didn't match the aesthetic, so I think that they are perfect in the North Pole. And now I'm just gonna start filling in. Now here are these floral picks, and what I love about using a styrofoam base is that those can go directly into the styrofoam. They'll even go through that blanket of snow. Now, if you're not using a styrofoam base, you can create a separate base for these that attach to the pick, but this is just a super fast way to decorate your village. Okay, confession time. When I was setting this up, I forgot to hit record a few times, so I went back and re-filmed it. But here are some fences that are part of the Department 56 North Pole line. You could definitely create those, and I think in the off-season that's going to be a little project that I do. Now here are some other super fun lights. I got these on Amazon. They are battery powered. You know how I feel about batteries, but they are so great that it is worth it to go around and flip on those lights every single night. Now, we had to make it look a little bit pretty, so I wanted covering like this thing here. It's a blanket. It's actually two blankets that I got at CVS. and I secure it in place with safety pins. And I try to put the safety pins on the inside, attach it to that blanket of snow and the white tablecloth underneath so you don't see the safety pins. And this has the added benefit of hiding those cords that are going to run down. And then I just continue those safety pins all the way around. Once I get both of the blankets up, I secure them in the middle, trying to hide the safety pins as best as I could. Then I just take any extra fabric and tuck it underneath. And then I just use buffalo snow to hide any exposed cords. In typical me fashion, I forgot to film putting down this extra little sparkly type of snow. This is just for fun detail. I've seen this at Michael's and other places, but this year I got this at the Dollar Tree, and it's got a little shimmer and sparkle to it, which I think does add a nice contrast. Even though you're adding white snow on that white snow blanket, it does kind of pick up some of the sparkle once you have all the lights of your building on. And I just wanted to mention this peppermint road. These are curved sections that are created by Department 56, although you could totally make this yourself. I bought this a few years ago on eBay. I'm pretty sure that these are all retired accessories, so you would have to buy them someplace like eBay or elsewhere. I think they also come in straight sections, which I do not have, so I just kind of did the best I could to make some roads kind of curvy. And if that bridge looks familiar to you, that is the bridge that I made to coordinate with those roads. I do have a video on how I made that, so check that out. And then the last thing I wanted to do was add some fun lights. And I had purchased a couple of different options throughout the season. Some I got at Michael's. I definitely wait until those go on sale. And then these I got from the dollar store. I ultimately decided to go with these sort of gumdrop sugar plum looking ones. And they do take 3 AA batteries, and you can see there you can decide if you want the lights to be steady on or flashing. I prefer steady. If you decide to add these to your display of any kind, don't do it the way I'm doing it here. I waited until the very end to do this, and it was a pain. The trees were falling over. I decided to just move the fences. It was definitely more complicated. A very simple task became frustrating. So put your lights down first before you start adding in your trees and accessories. And with that, my North Pole setup is complete. I'll have the full reveal coming soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching.